Hi, it's me again, Kevin Sales, your title rep. I solve real estate problems before they happen. In the real estate business, don't we all want the same thing? More closed transactions. It seems like whether I'm working with the brand new agent who just got in the business or the agent who's been in the business forever, we all want the same thing, more transactions to close. Yet, oddly enough, I find an interesting phenomena in our business that a lot of people tend to shy away from probate sales, especially the court confirmation probate sales. So today, let's go over the pros and cons of probate sales, whether court confirmation or non, because maybe by getting a better understanding of the transactions, it'll make it easier to stomach the challenges that may present themselves in either a court confirmation or non-court confirmation sale. So first, let me start with the pros of a court confirmation sale. One of the main benefits of a confirmation sale is that everything is well documented and approved by the court. This limits a lot of the objections by the other beneficiaries or other heirs. A very key point to keep arguing and fighting down, because we're dealing with family issues and we're dealing with the death of a family member oftentimes. So that's a very big benefit of a court confirmation sale, is that can squash a lot of the quarreling between the beneficiaries because you get the highest price possible based on a court confirmation type of sale. The second thing is that agents can increase their commission in a court confirmation sale, because the agent may sell the property or may accept an offer of $150,000, then it goes to court confirmation and maybe it gets bid up to $200,000. Well, the commission on the property went up, of course. One key thing for listing agents is to make sure that your commission is based on the final sales price. That way no one can cut you out on the difference between what you accepted an offer for and what the final sales price was. The third thing that's a pro of the court confirmation sale is that you get competitive bidding, and a lot of times that will bring a higher price in the court confirmation. So that's the pros for the confirmation sale. Let's look at the pros for the non-confirmation sale. The non-confirmation sale is basically just like a regular sale. There may be a couple extra bits of paperwork, but it's very similar to a regular transaction. So of course with that you save a lot of time. Additionally, it's much easier to explain a non-confirmation sale to a buyer or seller because it's very similar to a regular real estate transaction. Now let's look at the cons. On the court confirmation sale, one of the biggest drawbacks is there's a time frame. Typically 120 days or so to get the confirmation hearing scheduled, have the confirmation sale, etc., get the court order signed, and that can slow down the transaction, oftentimes by about 4 months, 120 days. Now, another con is that the buyer must compete with other offers. It's a confirmation sale, which is just like an auction at the confirmation hearing. And so the buyers get in competition. And that brings us to the third thing, is that it can be difficult to explain this to buyers and sellers, how this whole process works. Because the buyer may think, well, they accepted my offer, that means we're all done, right? Well, no, it has to go through court confirmation, and that can be a little bit challenging. But let's look at the non-confirmation sale. The cons can be that the beneficiaries or the heirs are more likely to fight when there's no confirmation, because they don't necessarily always trust each other. They don't know if the personal representative of the estate is selling it for the highest possible price. So it can bring up arguments and fussing and fighting because people think they're not getting everything they deserve. The second thing is, depending on the type of probate and what's going on with the probate, to do a non-confirmation sale may cause additional costs. Not always, but it just depends on the circumstances. You know, with probates, everyone is different, and it can depend on the circumstances in each case. So that's basically it. Those are the pros and cons of each. The key is probates are going to close because they have to sell the property. So a closed transaction is a closed transaction.
Don't shy away from them, even if they require court confirmation. As always, consult your own legal and tax professionals for advice. To reach me, Kevin Sales, your probate specialist, you can email me at probatetitle@gmail.com or call me at 213-364-3810. Remember, if there's a problem in your business, together we can solve it.